Welcome, everybody. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to learn more about our project management program. My name is Sarah McMath. I'm an information specialist here at McMaster University Continuing Education. It's a pleasure to have you here today, and I hope I can provide the information you need to move forward with our project management program. Okay, so after several years and many requests from our students to create an online program, we've finally done it. This spring on May 11th, we are launching the very first course of the new online Certificate of Completion in Project Management. The online program has been divided into 3 courses, and the courses will be an intricate mix of instructor-led sessions, discussions, there'll be industry case studies, and assignments. Students will be graded on their participation, discussion postings, and assignment outcomes. And you should take the courses in order as they build upon each other. The second will lead from the first, and so on. The first course, Project Management Fundamentals, will introduce students to project management and explain the business benefits of providing rigorous structure to ensure the successful completion of work. So work in this context can cover a wide range of activities and initiatives, including product and service launches, creating efficiencies, and enhancing services. In addition to learning about the importance of the project manager's role, students will learn to develop a framework for building a project plan, including strategies for effectively engaging stakeholders and ensuring the successful execution of a plan in practice. The second course, Leadership and Communications in Project Management, will be released this coming fall, so in September 2020. And managing a successful project involves working with multidisciplinary professionals in a really wide range of roles. So in this course, we will apply effective management, leadership, and communication strategies while working in ever-shifting environments. Effective coordination of teams is essential, and utilizing a variety of models, strategies, and tools will assure that your team is functioning in tandem with the project. The third course that you see here is the Technical Implementation in Project Management, and this course will launch in winter of 2021. And this intermediate level course provides an opportunity to learn in detail how to build a complete project plan. So building on the previously learned fundamentals, this course is intended for individuals who will be responsible for creating plans that deliver projects for a variety of business types. Students will focus on how to create plans that will address project scope, cost, and scheduling, and the course will explore strategies, The course will explore strategies on how to fully develop key project documents related to quality, risk, procurement, and communications. Upon gaining project plan approvals, the course will also address the approaches necessary to successfully execute a project. And finally, students will learn the steps to effectively hand off the results and properly close a project. So for many years, we have offered our traditional in-class project management program. The in-person program is divided into 6 consecutive modules. They're 2 to 4 days each for a total of 18 training days. The name of each module is listed here on this slide. And as our in-person program has been established for quite some time, today's session will touch on just the high-level information about the in-person program. I do encourage you to visit our website to learn more about the content covered within each module. Or if you have more specific questions, you can reach out offline using the information provided at the end of the presentation. We'd be happy to answer any more detailed questions that you might have. In terms of schedules and payment options for the in-person program, there are 3 choices. Just going to show you here on our website. We do have, pull up the schedule. You can access this on our website as well. The specific dates aren't out yet for the fall, so I'm just going to pull up this winter one here as an example. But you can see there's the first option is what we call the full cohort model. That's what you see there listed as PMP 100. And this option allows you to enroll for all 6 modules together at a time and complete the program within 1 term. So the cohort model is our recommended way of completing the program. It's your best option in terms of savings. The second option is the half cohort option. And this model can suit learning needs and schedule and budget in a bit of a different way. It's shown here as PMP 100A and PMP 100B. This option allows you to take modules 1 to 3 in 1 term and then modules 4 to 6 in another term. Substituting modules is not permitted in this format, but by bundling the 3 courses together, you receive a package price rather than paying for each module individually. So that brings us to the third payment option, which is just registration for individual modules. So you'd have the option to attend each module individually over a number of terms. PMP 101 is a required prerequisite for all other modules. But for example, you could take modules 1 and 2 in 1 term, then 3 and 4 the next, and then finish with 5 and 6 in the subsequent term. The only stipulation is that in order to qualify for the certificate of completion, you must complete all 6 modules within a 3-year time frame. So you can choose this option, or people may choose this option to accommodate personal workplace demands and just to spread out the cost. If you're unsure which option is best for you, please contact us and we can review registration options together. Just going to go back to the presentation here. Okay, so students who wish to turn a professional development program into an academic credential can combine our 5 core business administration courses together with a completed project management program. And that would allow you to earn a diploma in business administration with a concentration in project management. The core courses can be done either before, during, or after you've completed the project management program. And both of our project management programs, the online and the in-person formats, are eligible for this concentration. The business administration courses are offered both in person here in Hamilton in the evening, or you can also complete those courses entirely online as well. So as of this date, McMaster Continuing Education has decided to go forward with offering the Spring 2020 modules 1 to 3 in the in-person format. With the information that we received closer to the start date, we may decide to hold these 3 modules in a virtual classroom. The classes will be instructor-led as always in this format, with some live lecturing, active discussions, and case study work in small groups. So here's some additional information and details about the in-person modules. All modules are scheduled at the end of the work week and into the weekend. 3-day modules typically run Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then 4-day modules will run Friday and Saturday for 2 consecutive weekends. So we know many of our students do work full-time, so Saturday classes are scheduled to minimize time away from work. And the schedule also helps gain employer support and shows that shared responsibility for professional development. All the sessions run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1 James North in downtown Hamilton. So we're not on the main campus, we're separate from the main McMaster campus. We do limit registration for each module, so it's always best to enroll early to avoid disappointment. For the in-person program, all of the work happens in the classroom. So that's another benefit to those working full-time. You are not required to do any readings or homework outside of class time. There are many opportunities for group discussions while in the classroom, which also supports shared learning. All the course materials are included in the cost and provided in class. If you are working on the modules in a virtual classroom experience, the materials are sent electronically to your email. McMaster Continuing Education is a registered education provider of the Project Management Institute, known as the PMI. As many of you know, the PMI is widely recognized internationally for best practices in project management. Our courses also qualify for professional development units, or PDUs, which PMI credential holders do require for continuing education credits. I assume most people are familiar with the PMP certification, so let's just take a closer look at what you need before you can sit for your exam with the PMI. So to sit for your exam, you must meet several criteria. You need project management education or training hours, and our programs do fulfill this requirement. Depending on your education, whether you have a degree or college diploma versus a high school diploma, the number of hours of project management experience differs. So you'll see here that more hours are required if you've only completed a high school diploma. And then of course you must pass the PMP exam as well. We do suggest that you take the PMP exam boot camp right before you take the exam, as it's designed to specifically help you review and prepare to pass the exam. To enroll in the boot camp, you must have the project management education requirement of 35 hours. And note that due to COVID-19 implications, the PMI has extended the deadline for writing the final version of the current PMP exam. Originally, the final date was June 2020, but this has been extended to January 2021. And so as for the May offering of our exam prep bootcamp, if the situation with COVID-19 requires us to cancel this session, then we will run another session mid-fall to prepare anyone who's intending to write the exam before the January 2021 deadline. I note that the PMI does reserve the right to make changes to their qualifications and eligibility requirements. They do frequently change their business strategies, so it's vital for you to be knowledgeable about their policies. For up-to-date information, you can visit their website. It's www.pmi.org, and just ensure you're reading the Canadian qualifying information there. Thanks everybody again for joining us. If you have any more specific questions or anything you think of afterward, you can contact us at the email provided here, conted@mcmaster.ca. As well, there's the more detailed information on the website. We will also be sending a recording of this webinar to all participants, so you can rewatch at any point as well. So thanks very much, and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.